Good evening to everybody in the universe. This is your host, Mikhail Nube.
This is co-host Don Blake Jr.
Welcome to the Synergy of Life Holistic Health and Wellness Radio on Who Has the Power Network, the show that provides scientific, clinical, and in a deeper sense, moral, spiritual evidence on how to remove mental and emotional toxic patterns that create many illnesses and diseases in life. Also, learning how to establish a holistic lifestyle and a true sense of wealth and wellness.
You can follow us on Twitter at Synergy of Life 07. You can like our Facebook page by going to facebook.com/Synergy of Life. You can also call in the show at 914-338-0665. You can chat with us live on Blog Talk Radio by scrolling down to the bottom of the show page and posting your questions or comments. You can also find out more about Synergy of Life and other shows that feature on Who Has the Power Radio Network by going to www.whohasthepowershow.com.
Our show is also sponsored by Ultimate Body Transformers, the gym that provides a holistic atmosphere. Also specializing in holistic health wellness, health seminars, private and group classes on preparing plant-based meals, large and small group classes for adult and children, boot camp classes, and personal training. You can visit us on ultimatebodyfitness1.com.
So how you feel, Mikhail? What's going on with the glasses?
All right. Well, you know, being a man of the light, I gotta get a little shade on the optical sometimes, brother. You know.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. So I was, I feel kind of good because this morning. Oh, go ahead. What you?
I'm in my Billie Jean mode right now.
Right.
All right.
Got the Major Pain thing going on. Huh?
All right. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I feel real good. I went to the gym and worked out. And guess who I seen at the gym?
Oh.
Guess who I seen at the gym? Executive producer, getting it in on a synergetic fitness level.
All right.
Sweating.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't that something? He came here by himself, chilling, hitting the bag.
Mm-hmm.
Then he gonna look at me like, what am I doing here? Ain't that about something?
Mm-hmm.
So what you had him doing?
We was in there on playing. We was double dutch and played Twister. Play a couple of rounds of checkers, you know.
Playing Skippy.
Yeah.
We also got a guest.
Special guest?
Who
is it?
You.
I got a little spiel today. It's your boy CJ. Real nickname, no gimmicks. Entrepreneur, businessman.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm making things happen and fall. Like I said before, I'm all about knowledge, creativity, freedom, and independence. And I'm looking for the Synergy of Life page. I can't pull it up right now, but definitely when I pull it up, I will be liking that page.
All right.
As all our listeners should be doing right about now.
Right about now.
Right about now.
You heard the instructions.
Yeah, go ahead. Quit being lazy. Pay your
Alright.
internet bills. What's wrong with y'all? And we got, it's not really like,
Okay, and it just pulled up.
oh, it just pulled up?
Mhm.
Okay, cool. Well, we don't got to worry about
We
that.
apologize to your phone company.
Right.
All right.
And a special shout out to, you know who.
Who was that? Oh God. Ebony. 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 All right.
Yeah. We got to say that we love you. And she made a great transformation dealing with you, Mikael.
Oh, yeah,
How you feel
yeah.
about that?
Ah,
That
brother.
you,
You know what, man?
and it's all because of you.
Hey, I'm just a helper, messenger, and a servant. You know,
Right.
playing my angel duties, brother. That's all
Right.
I'm doing. You know, got to go through all kind of people with hell states of mind, but
Right.
you know, sometimes they get choked up, back around a little bit, but they come with territory. You know,
Okay.
couple of thousand push-ups. That's all.
Yeah, and punching the bag overnight. Okay. So what's going on for today? Because I was looking on the internet, and yes, we are talking about making love. Yes, we have been pumping this up ever since last week. And I'm looking online, and I see all these things about how to make love to a man.
Oh, really?
And making love video and.
You say something about wheels in there?
No, I didn't click. No, I didn't.
Turn it off, man.
It says in 5 easy steps how to make love. So I guess if you suck, I don't know. The movie Making Love back in 1982. Wedding,
Man,
Real
man,
Love.
Get
Love
to the beat.
Housewife,
What is talking about?
Russian Brosman, Singular. Oh, hold on now. Let me click on this right quick. But anywho,
What did it say 5 steps are?
the 5 steps. Oh, sure. Let me pop this up right quick.
Only 5?
It's only 5, right?
Mm.
Like, yeah.
That
And
must,
it's
be,
easy.
that must be the 3-minute version. What did it say?
Okay, set the mood. The next one is romance, using words, taking it further, and the last but not least, how good are you in bed?
See, that fooled a lot of people. Now let's start with that. Let me say something about that first. Let's say set the mood.
Yeah, set the mood.
Look, this is a straight endorsement
Right,
from
right.
Mikhail New Bay, the
All right,
holistic
hold
sex
on.
symbol.
Hold on.
What's up? What?
Okay, do the lights work on you?
All right, yeah. What we about to do? Okay. All right. All right.
Yeah. So if you on Ustream.tv, we gonna cut the lights off.
All right.
Or dim them down.
Right.
Just dim them down.
Right, we're gonna dim them down just a little bit overnight. So
All
you
right.
know, the
It's-
holistic sex symbol got something to say.
No,
so
look,
let
check
it
this
go
out.
ahead.
Look. First of all, it says set the mood, right?
Set the mood.
I got something to say about that.
Go ahead.
We about to change all that up, man. We about to rehab all the
Oh,
those
go
5 things. First of all, it's just not 5 things.
Mm.
All right, because it's so much into making love, brother.
All right.
You know how it can't be limited to 5 things. Whoever wrote that, tell them to kill themselves, resurrect themselves, and come listen to the show.
Listen,
All right.
I would, but I can't pronounce this person's
All right.
name. So
All right. All right, set the mood. First of all, it's a difference, for example, between talent and skill. All right, so if you have talent, for example, you gotta be in a certain mood. Let's say you are artist.
Okay.
You a you a portrait painter,
okay.
or you a photographer. Why, if you have skill, you don't have to be in a certain mood. A mood doesn't have to be set for you to always take great pictures. You see.
All right.
So if you got talent, you gotta have talent without skill, but you can't have skill without talent.
Right.
So talent must be developed and transformed into a skill. So then if I gotta set the mood is set every single breath I inhale and exhale. That's the mood is set 24/7. You know.
Okay.
So, because when you dealing with love, you talking about infinity, you talking about eternity. So I don't want to get too far ahead. I'm smacking some heads up with this tonight.
Right.
And this is just a little intro tonight. Next week, I'm going deeper into it. I'm going to ancient spiritual archives with this. This real talk. I'm going into biblical scriptures. I'm going in Dead Sea Scrolls. I'm going into the Quran. I'm going into Confucianism. I'm going all over the place with this. All right. I'm going on the pyramids from the ancient Moabites in Canada. I'm going all over the place with this, man. I'm going on the pyramids on the planet Mercury with this. That's how deep this going to get.
He's getting hot right now.
All right.
Matter of fact, turn the lights on.
All right.
Turn the lights on. This a, keep on the string like what they doing.
All right.
But go ahead.
All right. So
What about the second one?
what's the second one say?
It said romance.
All right. For the record,
Uh-huh.
real talk, quick history. The word romance comes from Rome. All right. That's a European term. All right. So now, many people don't associate, in America, don't associate a word from with its original meaning anyway. But I just thought I'd put that in there. In fact, many of you don't know that the modern United States, that United States is modern Rome. All right. You look at the architectural structure of churches. You're looking at the architectural structure of Rome. All right. So that's another story. We're going to blend that into the subject matter. What's the third one?
The third one is using words. Let's use words.
Now, you know.
Now,
All right. Now this is grown folks talk right now.
Put your
all
kids
right?
to bed.
All right.
Put your kids to bed.
All right. I'm about to go there.
All right, you go ahead.
All right. Now.
Hold on. Before
what-
you go there,
What's up?
I think we need to check on somebody.
Who? Oh, he.
Yeah, oh, he good?
Yeah, he good.
Okay,
All
thumbs
right.
up. Okay, cool. Go ahead.
All right, now that is one of the number one complaints that females have with men. You know, no communication, or
Right.
they want to know, am I too verbal? You see?
Yeah.
You see?
Sometimes I need to just shh.
No, look. Let me tell you something.
And some dudes, they, you know what I mean? Just
It's all kind of levels of communication, and that goes back to step one where we talk about setting the mood.
Right.
You know, but.
well, sometimes when you set the mood, you need to like shut up. Just don't say nothing. Just let it. Just let it.
But this real talk. This real talk right here, like, you know,
Sometimes you gotta let it happen.
you know, but a lot of times that is when you engage in each other through the communication alone. You see, because you got different bodies, you have different states of existence that interlacing all in one being. Because you got to remember, we talking about holistic, we talking about synergy.
Right.
So you are a spiritual being having a human experience. You are a spiritual being manifesting through a human nervous system. So you have a soul body. You have a mental body. You have an emotional body.
Right.
You have a physical body. You have an astral body. Now, which one are you communicating with?
A lot of people will communicate to the physical.
A lot of people are communicating because they thinking in the flesh. They trying to reason with the bones. And that's why there's no love in that.
Right.
In other words, like part of the description was, I said, if you only engage in sex from a level of awareness that's only physical, that's in my book I call that organic love versus GMO sex. You see.
Do you want to elaborate that? Because I know for the listeners, they like, what is that?
All right. Everything in the universe is organic. Every element, everything in nature, until carnal man alter its natural state. So for those of you who don't know what GMO is, that's genetically modified organism. You are divine. You are violating divine laws of creation, and you are altering the natural state or the wholeness of that particular object or person, place, and thing. Now, a lot of people in America are confused about what the word perfect means. It's not impossible to be perfect because this is the age of perfected man. Those who don't understand the teachers of Yahweh, who in America they call Jesus, I apologize, Yahshua, who don't understand Joshua, which in America they call Jesus, uh, he came to demonstrate the possibility of man for you to learn how to perfect yourself. So the word perfect means one who is whole or kind in their own nature. One who is whole in their own kind of nature. So you hear me say this often, what do a fish or a bird got to do to be a perfect bird or fish? First thing it do, it does not go against its true nature. That's how it sustains its wholeness. You don't see a fish trying to come on land and try to kick it with us.
Right.
You don't see a bird trying to do things outside of the nature of a bird. It wants to be accepted by it in it, or of its own social circle. If you remember the movie The Planet of the Apes, remember when Caesar got first locked up with the apes?
No, we talking about the Rise of the.
Well, yeah, we talking about the remake of the old TV series.
Yeah.
Remember he had on those clothes?
Yeah.
Remember they was looking at him like he was crazy? Like, you ain't no ape.
Right.
What you doing with that on?
Right.
Did everybody in the studio see that? You see that movie? You ain't seen The Planet of the Apes? What?
I never watched the whole thing.
Oh man, that
I
movie
understand
is.
the concept.
Yeah, so he was this super genetic modified intelligent ape. He went around the other apes that was not crossbred with this gene.
Right.
So they looking at him, what you doing with pants and a V-neck sweater on and all this? And they start attacking him. You see, so and that's real. That happens in the animal world. That's what happened with. That's why it's dangerous to set circuit animals back out into the wilderness. You see, even the oracle killer whales, they have to. In other words, they smell different to their own kind. You know, so the same thing with this subject matter with being perfect. So perfect is another word next to what holistic is. You learning how to become whole again. And see, people who are broken can't stand when you are putting yourself back together again. So now we was on number 2.
No, we was on number 3.
3, what's the say
Was
3
on-
again?
So 3 was, using words.
Oh, using words.
Yeah.
So communication is you communicating. When you talking about love, you have to communicate with the higher vibrational body. You can't do it just on the physical alone. Because now I'm sleeping with a corpse. Because what is a body without the spirit? Check this out. This is an ancient lesson from Egypt, India, and Palestine. This called Yahshua revealed to the people their sensible ways. And, those who know him as Jesus, he say, behold, a spirit passed by without a form, a soul, a body without a soul, a temple with no altar fires. All right? So he go on to say, I'm going to skip over a few things for the sake of time, and I'm going to bring it back in next week's show. He say, basically, he's saying this to people in India, a group of people in the city in India who have some, their whole concept of worship in the Most High is based on superstition and just foolishness stunts. It's a part of India where they give praises to the Most High by getting run over by a car. All right, so so yeah, it's all kind of crazy stuff going on over the world, but it's the common people in every part of the world do some crazy stuff. Then you got people in that same part of the world who are enlightened that understand true message of their spiritual teaching. So he said, behold, he said, this car Krishna is but an empty thing. Krishna mean Christ too. So and when you understand, if you ever see Karis One, the MC in the interview, that's where his name comes from. He used to study with some Hindus, and they started calling him Krishna, which means Christ. So he said this car Krishna is but a wine of drunken people that get drunk on the wine of carnal things. So it's the same thing when you making love from a physical point, when you think you making love or you engaging in sex this sexual activity that's not motivated by love, you sleeping with a corpse.
All right.
And you know what's that name they call people that sleep with corpse? Nymphophiliac, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Necrophilia.
yeah.
Necrophilia, something
But you
like
know
that.
you're doing the same thing when you eat dead foods, and they say chicken finger licking good.
Mm-hmm.
You're doing the same thing because you eating a corpse.
Cannibalism.
Mm-hmm. 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 So,
Cannibalism.
so, so
And that's the same way of saying, when people say herbivore and carnivores, do that come with the same?
nah,
No.
because you explaining a different way of eating about these different animals based on they molars or their teeth too.
Mm.
So that's something different. So
I thought I had some.
Right.
Thought I had some.
so let's look at the phrase "making love" for a minute because this is a vast subject matter. We probably been on this real talk for weeks.
Mm.
So if let's look at all the things. What words can you connect with love? Happiness, joy.
Affection.
Yeah, affection. What else? Let's go back to one of our shows about a month and a half ago.
Go ahead.
We talked about how is food a way to a man's heart,
Mm-hmm.
and what is the heart, and why is food a way to a man's heart? What does it all mean? You know, we know the etymology root meaning of the word heart is the center of all things. So the only organ that's dead, that's not dead, but it's centered completely in the center of the whole body. It's the brain. This is where the soul resideth at. So when you say the heart of man, you talking about the soul of man. All right. So how do you feed the soul? And what do you feed the soul? Because see, in America, people that's known as black color nigger think they prepare soul food, and they don't. All right. So because soul food don't cause heart disease.
Right.
Soul food don't cause cancer, doesn't cause fibromyalgia, does not cause uterine fibroids, does not cause any of these acute chronic or autoimmune conditions.
ED too.
Soul food don't do that. So
ED.
and what?
ED.
Oh, yeah, erectile dysfunction.
Exactly.
So how do you feed the soul that's without? How do you feed something that don't have a manifest? You see, so what type of food is we talking about? It's soul food now. Now that we established that the standard American diet surely does not feed the soul. It don't even feed you on a biological, physical level. It is void of protein, nutrition for the human body. So even in that sense, it don't feed you. So how do you feed the soul? And how is this a way to a man's heart? Because see, you know how crucially important this is for every person to know, and how crucially important this is a contributing factor to having a fulfilled, sound, secure relationship. To know this information, to know about this subject matter I'm talking about now. All right? Because I'm meeting people every week, all year, every year, that's call themselves cooking soul food, and they spouse or they child or they grandparents or whoever, or the new word nowadays at this age we in, life partner. All right. Somebody, somebody is feed. It's a whole lot of soul food around here in the United States that's killing people.
Right.
All right. So
So, what do you want to call it?
what do I want to call what?
Soul food.
It ain't about what I call it. It's about what it is. You know.
Yeah, I
So
know.
so
I know you're gonna have a special name for it.
So how's food a way to a man's heart? Now, before you get into how's food a way to a man's heart, we must first know the intended purpose of food. If food is thy medicine, what does that make the person who preparing the food? If food is thy medicine, what is the moral obligation and responsibility of the person who preparing this food? See, this is real. This is real talk. This is real business right here. This is serious business. Because anything you put in on your bodies, your soul body, your astral body, your mental, your emotional body, physical. It's a matter of sustaining life or causing you premature death. That's how serious this subject matter is. And he and men of special groups and interests know he who controls food controls the world. We're going to go more to this subject matter after we come back for our first break. You already know who I am. I'm Mikhail New Bay
This is co-host Don Blake Jr.
on the Synergy of Life Holistic Health and Wellness Radio Show. Get back at us. Hand me one of them waters. Hold on, hold on. I want to see what this is. That sounds like the movie Baby Boy right there. Motherfucker. Forget you, Jody.
I'm going there and fix them tacos, right?
You clean that house up.
Right. I will. You gonna pay my bills, right? Okay. You gonna take care of my kid? Babe. Nah, this one is talking about more like the foreplay. Talking about taking it further. That is the final step of a proper love making.
See, man, that's still kind of physical, though.
Yeah.
No. I'm bring that up. Let me see that again.
Yeah, no problem.
So where do any so where I know I'm gonna say this on the show. Where do orgasms come from? It don't come from that physical. It manifests in the physical. Anything you feel in this body is a manifest. All this come from an ideal. You see, it come from some source.
That's real deep.
I knew you would say that. I knew you would say
Oh no, I'm telling you.
It's true though. It's true.
Yeah.
Who's gonna be in the bedroom talking about something? So what source am I going to work from?
You ain't got to talk about that, but you need to know where this come from.
People that understand that,
Huh?
people who understand that. I mean, that applies.
You know why I'm saying this? Because you know how people got energetic block, especially sexually.
Right.
When you understand where to get the source from and align yourself with that, but you gotta have this. See, this real sexual education, not this crap they talking about in school. Wow.
Hey, can you put the bell on? Right next to it?
Yeah.
Mr. Yancey, can you put the bell on?
Yeah.
And the gloves.
Yeah.
We want full loaded.
Okay.
Never used.
Okay, come back from break.
Yo, this Mikhail New Bay, your host.
This is co-host Don Blake Jr.
Welcome back to the Synergy of Life Holistic Health and Radio Show, the show that provides scientific, moral, spiritual evidence and clinical on how to remove mental and emotional toxic patterns out of your lives so you can learn how to be happy,
Right.
learn how to smile,
Right.
a real smile.
Right, not that fake smile.
Yeah, not them fake elevator smiles when
Right.
people go to the elevator, they scared of you really, but
Right.
they just smile at you with a little grin.
Right.
All right.
Fake smiles and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
One of them Walmart smiles.
Right.
I don't want none of that.
All right. So what was I talking about before we went to
we were
break?
talking about. Well, you was pretty much breaking down like this 5 easy steps on how to make love, and you already went over.
Now, for those who just listen, those are not my 5 steps. We just find this stuff online, see what people are talking about,
Right.
and I'll just kind of dissecting that,
Yeah.
going over what they said.
Going, from a holistic point of view.
That's right.
So,
So
the first one was setting the mood. The second one was romance. The third one was using words. Do you want to go to the
now,
fourth one?
so I left off on communication.
Yeah, communication. Yeah.
Now, majority of people communicate from where they level of understanding and awareness is. You can't communicate from the other level. You heard the term water down things. The reason why you water down things from its original essence is because you have not matched yourself up to the standard or content of whatever it is you're trying to water down. But you still want to be part of it. You still want a taste of it. You still want to experience it, so you water it down to where you at. In other words, it's not 100% proof no more. You say that's too strong. Put some water in it, right?
Right.
All right. So water dissolves and help break down, disintegrate. That's why you let dishes that have stains, food stains, you let it soak.
Right.
You see, you let the food particles start to break down. So it's the same thing with truth. You see, people want to water down the truth to where it's not when you do this, it's not the truth no more. This is a lesson on the lower self called the insufficiency of knowledge. In this lesson, it mentioned that naturally doeth man desire the truth, but when it's before him, he apprehends it not. And if it forces itself on him, he's not offended at all. An example of that is, and you experience some consequences, you like, I know I ain't no business there anyway. So that's why I ain't offended at all, you see. Then it goes on to say, the fault is not in truth, for that is admirable or honorable. But it's the weakness in men that cannot bear the splendor of it, you see. So a lot of people try to make it feel like something wrong with you expressing the truth. And you feel bad saying, I shouldn't say nothing.
Right.
Well, you ain't representing it. Like that poem, What is Your Deepest Fear? It say, there's nothing enlightening about shrinking yourself so other people around you could feel comfortable. You see, so when you demonstrating the light that we all have within us. So if I'm on a low vibrational level of awareness, that's where I'm gonna communicate from.
Right.
So if I'm a person who think in thy flesh and try to reason with thy bones, who don't know thyself, I'm gonna communicate and talk this love talk, which ain't gonna be nothing but empty, meaningless words and cliches I'm using. Because you got to raise your thoughts to infinite wisdom. You want to get into anything to deal with love.
Right.
So when I say I love you, girl, it's physical.
Right.
That's why America like it in the shape it is
Now
now.
let me ask you something. Now, when they say I love you, do they love you as a being, or do they love the things that you've done for them? Or
Well,
Hey, I've used that trick several times.
oh, you guilty as yours, huh?
Yeah, all the time.
what trick? Explain
The I
that.
love you trick.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Hey, that's all.
I'm sorry out there,
Oh, that sound like Martin Lawrence with Thin Line Between Love and Hate. Remember the bet him and Bobby Brown had, like, he said, don't tell her you love her.
Yeah.
He had to tell her he loved her for him to go all the way with her, for her to give it up. You see,
Right.
Right.
so
I've changed, but I
Well,
mean,
that's you see, that's good though, because I mean, a lot of people out in the world, they use that word as a for something, for them to get something.
exactly.
So-
but you really don't. You can't really love a person if you don't understand them.
Now, how you love somebody that fast?
nah.
Meaning.
Now I'm gonna break that down too.
Check this out.
Allow me to break that down.
Okay, now now you have people who be like, oh, if he don't say he love me, and I had this before. Like if he don't say he love me, I'm wasting my time with him. I'm about to go to someone else or whatnot.
Well, patience may not be her strong suit.
Exactly.
And therefore, that may that probably wouldn't work in the long run anyway.
Right.
I mean,
It ain't gonna work in the short run.
Yeah, the older,
She just want to be loved, and not like what you saying.
That's not what she wants, but
Right,
that's
right,
a person who trying to fulfill
Fill
spiritual
the void.
voids with
Right.
toxic person, places, and things.
Right.
exactly.
You know, but now, so
Go ahead.
now, remember what you just asked me now?
No.
You see, you don't remember.
Man.
Do you? All right, so
Asking about love,
Yeah.
saying that you love a person.
Right.
Yeah.
Like,
What do they really love?
What do
Oh,
they really
yeah.
love? Do they
All right.
love you, or do they love the things that you done for them?
all right, let's start. We gonna work from the ground on up to the highest plane of spirit life.
Go ahead. Start with physical.
Now, if I only think in the flesh and try to reason with the bones, my love is going to be based on what I get and do from a material point of view. Hands down. I'm going to identify my self-worth through material objects. I ain't giving you me. I'm buying you stuff to substitute where I'm falling short at.
Right.
You cannot substitute spirit with physical.
Bell.
Bell.
Right.
This go back to the movie Purple Rain when Prince Daddy was abusing him and his mother. She said, "I'm tired of your and all that."
That's a great film, by the way.
And you know what he said? What he say at the piano, smoking a cigarette? Don't I pay the light bill?
Oh, I thought
See
it said
that
like.
movie? See, and he think that's love. Yo,
Hello?
all right,
Oh,
all right,
oh, so I'm having.
all right.
Anywho, back to the show.
So, yeah, he said, "Don't I pay the light bill?" I done had a couple sisters try to pull that on me. You know what I'm saying? Like they gonna try to buy me something and think that's gonna substitute for
their lack of wrongdoing.
for they lack of right doing and a whole bunch of they wrong doing. I'm like, wait a minute.
So Mikael, after you drove that car off the lot, you felt real bad.
You could have gave that to me.
Nah,
It
nah.
was a 2001.
You said that I feel real bad. No, I ain't feel bad. That's shoot. They lost. I ain't
You
gonna.
gonna have to.
And I ain't lost. Shoot, I stay on my path,
So
brother.
that's their loss. The bank lost.
hmm
Anywho,
So
you know he was reading his.
Don't say it on camera.
Yeah,
Alright.
you can say it on the radio, but not on camera. Oh,
so that you got a lot of females who do this as well as men who try to buy you.
right.
See, let me tell you something. I'm tell you, bro. I ever go to a club, I ain't buying you no drink.
Exactly.
I ain't gotta buy you no drink to get with you.
Right.
I'm going up Xavier. I'm going to Cerebral.
Right.
All right. For those who watch the S-Men, I'm going to zoom.
I give them good conversation.
You know.
Yeah.
So.
I had a question.
Mhm.
That's kind of the same. It's kind of in the same realm.
Mhm.
Do you see people that either try to buy your love, or or they try to use love as kind of like a weapon? You know,
See, that's how you know they
to
don't know
cover
what
their
it is.
insecurities,
Right.
possibly. So the example I have is, you know, don't do this, don't do that. Like, you know, y'all got together. Okay, so all right, so we'll take you for example.
Mhm.
Say you get with a female, and the first thing y'all say y'all love each other, and the first thing she says is, "Well, if you love me, then you'll eat this 2-piece from Popeyes." You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, if you really love me, speak on that.
All right. Ah, man.
I mean, you. Right.
You know, you
Hey,
get off.
hey,
the
that's
path.
real talk. Cause I'm telling you, a lot of women, especially from my generation, that is a famous line guys pull on them, trying to get them to do something that ain't cool,
Right.
or they ain't ready for. It might be okay if they was together, you know, if they was reciprocal in real love like that, but she ain't ready for all that, you know, especially because of this guy, you know, because it's being forced on her. You know, first of all, I think I'm a wrong example to use for that because that'll never happen to me.
Right.
But you can use me because I done had the thug chicks try to get with me. I've been around all kind of females, all right? The gangster females.
Hey, don't discriminate on the thug chicks.
No, I'm not. No, real talk. a person like me, everybody comes this way.
We got Ebony Bays over here dancing.
So,
Ebony Bays.
but you know what? I'm gonna tell you, since we talking about physical, um, um, and next to spirit, you know what? And when you operate on a higher frequency, that overtakes the lower frequency. You know, I had all kind of females, man. I had females who thought they was gay. Fine. Now all of a sudden, they have an attraction towards me. But a lot of these things in society take place. We talking about love making and what is love and what it means to make love.
Right.
A lot of people are having sex out of anger and resentment. A lot of people are having sex. It's a lot of people over here say they homosexual. They're not homosexual. They just angry. They mad. They not. You know, they tired. They done stop.
Remix.
They not.
Bring that back.
They just said when they say forget everything. I'm not gonna try to love myself no more. They just exploit. They don't care.
Right.
You know. But after they come into an enlightenment or a rude awakening, you know, they say, "Why I do all that?"
Because you was angry.
you know, or whatever they done to hurt themselves. See, so we back to this love thing because when people come face to face with what love is, and when they come face to face, love manifesting through a person in the body, and now this love is talking directly to them. You see, you know, it's like this moment of clarity, like Jay-Z say, comes to them, and it causes them to self-reflect. Now all these people talking about Jesus is love. Jesus is this. Jesus is that. Well, how you know, like I said, how you got a relationship with what you call God and you ain't had nothing but type of relationships all your life. From conception to birth. On top of that, you don't have no relationship with the Most High. You got to relate to who you call your God is your mental, emotional vices. That's what your God is. You can't even get away from Ray down the way. Cause that's that, you so stuck and hung up with him, can't get him up. But you talking about, I'm in a relationship with this higher being. You ain't in no relationship with no higher being. So it's the same thing with love.
So are you saying that they want what they think they want? Do they want a pet? You know, like what
I'm
we
gonna tell
talk about
you.
here?
I'm gonna tell
They
you.
want some kind of affection, but they don't know how to.
The reason why I brought up this.
Or is it the right person?
See, the reason why I brought this up about people saying Jesus, this and that is, that's just reinforced and established. They don't know what love is. Because if you understood the teachings of who you call Jesus, you would know how love looked like, what it tastes like, what it smells like.
Amen.
And you don't know, and you turn around and you still go right back doing what you do. You don't know love. All I need is Jesus. You wouldn't know Jesus. You got a credit card and the driver's license. You don't know how to ID what Jesus is. Jesus only mean love manifests. You see. And you can't have love without purity because purity paves the way for love. Purity is the forerunner of love. So you got to purify yourself for you to even have the opportunity to experience love. Because many people have the opportunity to experience what they asked for, like the brother Carl say, and now they act the fool with it when it comes before them.
That's everybody. I want to say that's everybody. Let me take that back. I want to say that.
But you know why a lot of people say what you just said? Because this is what they bear witness in this vast country known as the United States.
It's too good to be true.
Yeah.
That's what
That state of mind. But why they ask for it then?
Because they want to taste of it.
No. Why they ask for something that's too good to be true?
Oh.
See, this is the question right here.
Yeah.
See, why you ask for something you don't really even believe in? What you want it for?
What's the meaning?
You say I want a good man, but Mary J say I love my Mr. Wrong. You got a lot of love our Mr. Wrongs running around here.
It's called delusion.
This called sickness, brother. Sickness is a state of mind. Just like health and happiness is a state of mind. Like love is a state of mind that produce certain states or levels of existence in your life. So I don't want to hear I know Jesus. I want to hear I got a relationship with God. Sit down somewhere and shut your tail up. All right, now we going to get into the show. All right. Let me get some water.
Okay,
Go ahead, ask a question while I drink some water.
So during the break, you know that question that you asked?
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, we back to the so we talking about communication, right? This is so important because what are you communicating is going to be determined on where you communicating from. Now, I'm communicating from the physical. I'm not, we talking about removing mental and emotional toxins, and I'm communicating from an emotional toxic pattern. See, you see what I'm saying? Am I communicating from a sick, or am I communicating from a mental toxic, or am I communicating from a healthy and emotional place? Am I communicating from a broken place inside of me? I'm rich in promises, but I'm poor in blessings and peace. Therefore, I ain't gonna reciprocate what I'm asking for anyway. You see, or am I communicating from a holistic place? Am I communicating from a synergetic place, which means I am aware, I am functional spiritually, on a soul level, mentally, emotionally, and physically.
And you ready for it.
Even in my dreams, I'm functional, which is my astral body. Hmm?
And you ready for it.
And I'm ready.
So you ready for that Miss New Bay?
Hey man, I always ready for that. Oh, I stay ready for that.
Anywho.
'Cause
So, yeah,
when she come, I got to. Hey,
You gotta
I
get
can't.
ready.
I got. Hey, I got to be ready when
What
she
about
come.
you?
What's that?
What about you?
What am I? About me? What?
When that perfect person comes, you gotta get ready, right?
Yeah, yeah. No, if you stay ready, you don't gotta get ready.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Exactly.
So
See, I was talking about this with DJ earlier today. You know, people always. What's the difference? People get married all the time, but they have not prepared for marriage. What they prepare for is a wedding ceremony. All right.
That
All
is,
right.
yeah,
So
yeah.
they preparing to be seen and heard. But to be prepared to be married is like me. When I was 8 years old, I knew I was full blown aware I was a marriage and family man. I knew my path.
Right.
So from that time to this day, I have prepared myself to be married, not for no darn wedding ceremony.
Right,
All
right,
right.
right,
But my life a hot mess, you know.
right.
So I can't. Why we get buried, then we go through all these problems. This is America. You got all these problems that you done seen generations before you go through. You turn right around and do the same darn thing. All right. I'm saving my word. All right.
The second one now.
All
We
right.
have a
So
checklist up here.
so you so focused on what you wearing, what the bridesmaids gonna wear. What you what
Flowers.
yeah, but
The
you ain't
flowers,
ready.
the
You ain't
location.
got but ain't no holy covenant nowhere on the scene. None. None. None.
See, I see a whole bunch of like weddings or whatnot on, YouTube, and there's a thing called World Star Hip Hop,
yeah.
and it'd be like so crazy. It's like so crazy, like
Right, right,
how
right.
the wedding is. You ever remember like back like a couple of weeks ago they had a wedding ceremony, and the person, these two couples, they had a baby, and what happened
oh my
was
goodness.
they wanted the baby to be in the wedding, so they strapped the baby onto her
Back of the
dress.
train of the dress.
Yes.
That was ridiculous.
Like seriously.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out where they do that at. You know, like where,
Right. Like you
what
heard
state
of
is
that?
that?
Mm.
But yeah, it all adds up to what you saying, Mikael. That's all part.
And
That's
and statistically, marriages in the United States, they don't last past what, 3 years, 5 years?
Those not real marriages. Those are people who had the privilege of buying a marriage license that if not used in 45 to 60 days, it becomes expired.
man.
So they capitalize on their privilege, but they was not ready for a holy matrimony.
You know what? I'm
see.
about to get married in heart.
All right. All right. We gotta identify things as they truly are. This is why people scared to get married. Because you calling this falsehood marriage. Matter of fact, I'm about to go into building a false relationship, building relationship on a fault line.
All right,
Spit a little bit of that.
go ahead.
You know, most relationships is not built on what's known as reciprocated relationships between two people anymore. You know, a lot of people don't have the courage to be honest about this because in America, it's a lesson called the soul of man. It says this. It teaches us this. It says, General opinion is no proof of truth. For the generality of men are ignorant. The general population of men are ignorant because they flock towards falsehood. They not ready for the truth. They don't want no parts of the truth. Because to embrace the truth means, what do the truth make you?
Enlightenment.
It make you, the truth should make you free.
Right.
So then a slave don't want to be free. A prisoner of war wants to be free, but not a slave is the difference. A slave submits to wrongdoing, submits to this sinful way of living, submits to being defiant towards divinity and divine law. A prisoner of war, you got to keep him shackled down, because if you moment he get a chance,
he out.
he that's right.
He's out.
But do you know, I mentioned on the show, emancipation and proclamation is Latin meaning free of one's hand, but not free of one's powers of influence. Free of one's hand, but not free of one's power of influence. So that's a dog that you train. You take the chain off. Soon as that dog get too far away, you say, come on back here. Ain't no chain physically on it, but you still mentally, psychologically. That's a slave. We got a whole lot of fiddlers running around here. All right. So,
That's not what's what I mean.
all right. So we talking about reciprocated relationships, and most when you say when Brother Carl talk about the like we talk about all the time on the show, the divorce rate, which is extremely high, you talking about 80+% annually a year in the 80s. So this is not real marriage. They ain't go before God. They don't know what God is.
And then when something goes wrong, they quit to get a divorce.
And you know, I hear this phrase a lot too before I finish breaking this down. Don't let the devil get between all these outsiders. Well,
Do that first.
it's what's inside of you that's getting between y'all. It ain't the people on the outside. I'm disgusted with you tell me weak, lost people in the dark is causing you all this mischief in your life. It's causing you to make all these terrible decisions, but you got a relationship with God, right? But you let all these weak, no having knowledge of God people influence your life. Man, sit your tail down somewhere and be quiet. I want to hear this nonsense. Yeah, I said it. I don't care where you go. Now, the bottom line is we base our relationships on selfishness, vain foundations. Some are based on insecurities, fears of being lonely. Some are based on insecurities of emotional dependency. Some are based on insecurities and fear of losing a joint financial security. But very seldom our relationships is based on equally reciprocated relations of love. All right? So, you know there's no actual relationship of love. Love itself is based on agreement. It's based on spiritual development. It's based on understanding, or as Proverbs say in biblical scriptures, said that fools despise instruction, wisdom, understanding. So if you ain't been instructed in to develop wisdom and to develop understanding, you don't know what love is anyway. And who is your teacher and who is your example of this for you to tell me you know what love is? Then, but your behavior and your lifestyle patterns is a reinforcement that you don't know what love is. Look at what you've been doing. Look at how you treat yourself one-on-one alone, not even getting to how you interact with other people. And not even getting into how you think towards other people and how I don't want to be bothered and how everybody make me sick. You hear the young folks today, boy, I used to teach us East Cleveland Civic Center. I sat on the bench with some of my students. This boy walked in, and this is a real quiet fella. As soon as he walked in, one of the girls, oh my God, he get on my nerves. I'm thinking he did something. I said, what'd he do? Nothing. He walked in here. I said, oh my goodness, this generation, man. Who's these parents, man?
Man,
You know.
shoot, you be surprised. I told y'all I work with kids.
So,
I told y'all I work with kids. The parents be crazier than the kids.
That's where it come from. The brother Carl said 2 weeks ago, the fruit don't fall too far from the tree.
Right.
Exactly.
You see, so all right, so basically, what is a fulfilling relationship? A lot of people don't know that because they in so-called relationships and they unfulfilled. All right. I mean, look at all these TV shows. Look at all these TV shows where the woman or man is imagining being with somebody else because they're not fulfilled with their spouse at home. Huh? Come on now. Huh? Look, man, let me tell you. 7 days ago, today I'm 7 days better than 7 days ago.
Wow. That's true.
I'm unfolding. Man ideal is God, and as man unfold, as God unfold.
Right.
Man God today, tomorrow's not as God. What that means, and we're gonna go to break, is that the more I unfold into this God consciousness, I'm growing. I ain't the same person.
Right. And you supposed to grow. But
Yeah. So we be back from our break. Once again, I'm your host, Mikhail Nube.
This is co-host Don Blake Jr.
Tune back into the Synergy of Life Holistic Health and Wellness Radio Show after this break.
You keep cutting me out.
No.
Cut me out. No,
Hey, man.
no, y'all gotta
Look at
really.
this daggone phones, man. Y'all have to get these phones together. Because they keep going
that's
off.
you.
That's who. I mean, you can hear that. I can feel it. Yes. Like, hold on, what's wrong? What's going on?
You gonna do that on this next coming Saturday? Talk about the orgasm.
What's that?
Talk about the orgasm.
Yeah, I'm gonna go into that.
Like the way you told me, I thought you was
So
gonna
do I
hit.
need to rate this show PG-13?
No, this is gonna be good. Oh, you mean
Because I rated this as just
no, because
everybody.
keep it like that because I ain't saying nothing out the way. You know what I'm saying? This is very educational. This brother.
Right, it's education. Some child could be talking to me, Mommy, what's the orgasm?
But if the prayer come out, this show be like, oh, okay, all right. What's this number? Go in there, get your ass in bed. What's that damn show?
What's that show? Was it Center of Life? Centers of something.
Oh, you got a battery pack?
Yeah, it's charged. Yeah.
I need to do one of those things.
You'll ring bells.
Huh.
That is so true. What the heck? They have the nerve to have a list.
Cool.
I'm talking about people just in general that have a list
Hey, look.
of things that they want.
Yeah, it's just a
Going
shopping.
towards-
It's
yeah,
just a
it's like a
shopping.
shopping list.
You know what you gotta bring up. I can't do it, but I'm gonna talk about it.
Which one?
You gotta bring up the pillows, man.
The pillow. Yeah.
All right, so look,
Listen, I'm tired of y'all.
you got sisters.
Mm-hmm.
Both of us the youngest out of the children and the sisters. So I'll come in and comment on it. You
So
like,
just
you know,
come in with the pillow
yeah,
thing?
but you bring it from your the older sister point of view.
My sister?
Yeah.
Look,
No. What I'm saying,
that with my sister.
I ain't saying do it. I'm saying, look, you just saying things you hear women talking about.
Oh.
All right.
Like, I'm just gonna cuddle
See,
with my pillow.
he be saying stuff. We got people we gotta hear. You know what I'm saying? He ain't gotta go do nobody. he be starting kind of. Oh my goodness.
What happened?
No, he be saying all kind of stuff sometimes. He be hearing Don King events, put bad events together.
Man, listen, man.
That's good though, right?
Yeah, to me that's cool. I be looking at Mr. Yan, he be like, "This him."
But see,
Are we on?
good so far.
Welcome back to the Synergy of Life Holistic Health and Wellness Radio Show. I'm your host, Mikhail Nube.
Co-host Down Blake Jr.
It's your boy CJ, real nickname, no gimmicks, entrepreneur, all about empowerment, freedom, independence, and creativity.
Yes, sir.
Hey, speaking of that word, empowerment, real talk, that's what we doing tonight by sharing this information with you.
Yes,
You
sir.
you wanna really know how to make love. You gotta know what love is first.
Yeah.
You know,
Do you love yourself? That's the question.
Right.
That's the main question.
Right.
right. You're right.
Right. Like, is it
You know how many people? You know how many people say yeah and don't know what it is?
Right.
They say I love myself and they turn right around and do the most toxic behavior in front of you. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So love. If anybody ever see Mel Gibson movie called Conspiracy Theory, and when he was driving the taxi, just real quick, he used to have flashes of knowing a whole lot of things, but he had lost his memory. It was by design. He was really working for the military, a CIA program. And he didn't know how, he couldn't remember how he knew all this type of knowledge. So anyway, a couple got in the cab, and he's looking through the rearview mirror, and he noticed their energy field was so vibrant. They loved each other. So the female got dropped off first. He said, I can tell y'all in love. And the guy said, yeah. He said, love give you wings, make you want to fly. That's love. It ain't nothing more motivational than love, brother. Nothing. Love heals. Love sustains life. Love creates life. Love don't destroy life. Love don't hinder healing. Love don't hinder anything that takes you towards the light, takes you towards being the best of who you're supposed to be in your calling in this lifetime while you here. So when you talking about you love and you lazy, you don't know what love is. When you talking about you love and you just in such an emotional rut, you can't even get up and do nothing with yourself about whatever it is going on, but you got all this energy in the world to kill yourself with these mental emotional toxic patterns, you don't know love. And you don't know Jesus either, so I don't want to hear it.
Did I hear a punch?
All right.
Hey.
So
You go ahead.
I was talking about fulfilling relationships. What is a fulfilling relationship? It is only when two people are honest, equally, and truly compatible for one another. How else can you fulfill a relationship without being that? Let me say that again.
Go ahead.
It is only when two people are honest, equal, and truly compatible for one another.
Isn't that the yin yang symbol?
That is yin and yang, the balance. That's the only way they can naturally provide a fulfilling, reciprocating relationship for one another.
Now what if they lose that?
You can't lose when you have accomplished yourself in these characteristics because love is eternal. You constantly growing. You can't lose with love. You can't lose. Like Denzel said at the end of when Officer Hoyt shot him in the butt, he said, I'm still winning. I can't lose. Even though he was delusional, all right?
Right. He lost. Huh?
Yeah. He's just talking crap because he know he did lose,
Right.
But
and that's what a lot of people do. A lot of people talk crap when they know they lost, but they such in denial.
But that's vanity, brother.
Right.
What blind the eye hit the heart of man from himself like vanity? When thou cannot see thyself, others discover thee most plainly. And one thing the word plainly mean is what's obvious to the five senses. You see.
So what feels good, what smells good.
No, this what's I see you. And when you cover your eyes up, you ain't covering my eyes up from seeing you. Or the rest of the world, you covering your eyes up from seeing yourself.
Right.
So what we got now, the only way you can have a fulfilling relationship is total honesty, to be equal and truly compatible. And if you're not this, you cannot naturally fulfill a reciprocated relationship with one another. All right. There will have to be an equal giving and receiving, back and forth. This is the full fulfilling of relationships as opposed to a half feeling of relationship or one is giving but not receiving and the other one who's receiving but is not giving. This real talk. This is your average relationship in America. All right, we always settle for something like this.
Or like settle for less.
Yeah, yeah. We don't even seek out nothing no more. Don't nobody believe in being evenly yoked.
Right.
But they talking about love.
Or they would use this word exclusive, but don't really know exactly what.
Man, listen, we're going to talk about this phrase, friends with benefits, too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's a bunch of crap, too, real talk. We want to get into the meat of this matter.
Yeah.
So
So when you want to talk about
true friendship has benefits and then some anyway.
Oh, well, we about to talk about it now, then.
All right. So, no, wait. Before we go into that, let's go back to this communication. I'm going to tie in this food to a way to a man's heart and we communicate from different levels of consciousness and awareness. If I'm communicating from a physical place, I don't know what love is.
Right.
If I'm communicating love, if my motives is based on material obtainment and giving, I don't know what love is.
Now, you said material and obtainment.
If I'm trying to get something material, if I'm think you loving me is giving me something material, which a lot of spoiled brats grow up and think, and they bring that nonsense out to society.
Right.
Nowadays they call them gold diggers. All right, and you got some people just keep it real. I know this ain't love, but hey, break yourself, fool. Right? So. Yeah. So
and they know they go there, but they continue to buy their. Well, I wouldn't say
Buy
love.
love.
No, I wouldn't even say love. I buy their attention.
Yeah, well.
Buy their presence.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you. Let's get into this. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna use me for example.
Go ahead.
Now I've dealt with a lot of people with all different walks of life. All right. So most people who hear me speak publicly or some type of private setting says this to me through the years. I thought I knew what love was until after we met and I've learned something from you. So, and there was no sexual activity whatsoever. See what I'm saying?
Right.
See, so in fact, I'm 200 feet speaking before him. You see, so we know love don't come from the manifest, but it is manifest. It's like who people call Jesus here in America. He's love made manifest. All right. So carnal men could comprehend this love had to come down into a manifest where worldly people could understand.
Right.
And then he had to demonstrate the possibilities of man. That's why he said, my whole life has been one mad human drama, a pattern for the sons of men to follow. What I've done, all men can do, and what I am, all men should be. You see, so you can't, no worldly mind can comprehend things of a spiritual nature. So when you hear this phrase, in order for man to become known, the phrase go like this: in order for God to become known, he must become man. He got to manifest in the flesh. You see. So, and the same thing with all teachings of spiritual, or anything that's spiritual. See, you got the phrase as above, so below. So, and for the record, you listeners who just joining in on my show, you hear me saying these terms, but I'm putting my waiver out here. That does not mean I belong to a church. All right, so, and all you people who hating on churches, stop that foolishness too. All right, because the church is the physical building. All right, if you want to get technical about something, what goes on in there is another story. And all churches is not the same. So on this show, we're going to keep it neutral because we are to teach love.
And all church is not holy.
All right.
Y'all said it. The other guy said it.
Hey, those words are not from Synergy of Life. Those are the personal views
All church is not holy.
of the other guy. All right.
Yeah.
So, now, love is spiritual. We hear this term, spirit. So what is spirit? Love is internal. We hear the word eternal. What is eternal? All right. So, let's go back to this topic at hand, making love. Since food is medicine, and it is, since food is a way to a man's heart, which it is. A man is a neuter now for male and female. Woman and man. All right, so, and when I'm cooking food that the Most High prescribed in the dietary laws, am I making love then? When I'm making love that sustains life. When I'm making food that sustains life. When I'm making food and when people eat it, they say, same sounds you hear when you making love another way. So,
Smack it.
ooh, child.
Right.
You hear the same sounds. Real talk. You hear the same sounds when you eating.
Somebody choking. Do somebody do CPR. Somebody get,
All right.
somebody get their
So,
refrigerator in here.
a good, am I making love then? That's the question.
Right.
You see,
So you
y'all better stay with me and y'all listening. Y'all know I'm coming from cerebral, y'all now.
That's the case when I was cooking, sure, and I cooked for like minimum, like certain females that was in my circle, and some of them exes overnight. They was have the same on. This is good. So
Right.
I was making love to them. I was touching them. Like man, and I'm speaking on a. Man, I was the man that day, huh? That was a good baked chicken at the time when I was cooking it.
Look, all right, check this out. Now I gotta go here since you said that in the book of Proverbs. It says this.
Go ahead.
It says, better. I'm kind of paraphrasing it, but for the most part, it say this. And we gonna pull it up. You can pull that up, just for precision.
Yeah.
It says better to eat a dinner where there's love than hatred where there's the ox.
And poison, possibly.
You see, so now.
Man, I was the man that night.
Now you heard what I just said. They was under illusion. That was
That chicken cacciatore, you know what I'm saying?
But you know what? Now let me say this on behalf of people who still prepare a standard American diet. Now,
Sad diet.
Yeah. Now maybe the food. Well, ain't no maybe. The food we know is not healthy, but the intention of the giving.
Was unhealthy.
Was pure.
Right.
Not everybody, you see. So
Remember, Big Mama had to cut her leg off.
Right.
And what did they learn from it? Nothing, because they kept on eating the same food.
Exactly.
Now, I may not be educated in how to eat to live. I may not be educated on how to combine proper foods and protein nutrition. But my motives for cooking was not to win you over. I did this because I did this with selflessness. You see what I'm saying? Now that part is real.
Right.
But you got people who do stuff for bait. That ain't real. That's not sincere. You got people who give things and do things because they waiting.
Like they playing fish. Like they playing fish.
And you got people, that's why you got a lot of people, man, who don't like taking nothing from nobody. You got a lot of females who don't want to take nothing from nobody. They don't want no help from nobody.
Right.
You could be the most sincere. You could be an agency. You want to get, I don't want nothing from nobody. Because the last time or times she opened up, it was too predatory. states of mind, and they always had a negative motive for giving them this. So now they don't want to open up to nobody and receive nothing from nobody, because now they tired of being violated, especially people, women who've been sexually assaulted.
Right.
You know, and they was naive and wasn't they judgment of people was poor.
Right.
You know, and it still is, because now they shut down from everybody now. It's amazing how you open up to the wrong people, but when the right people come along, but you open always to the wrong one. How do that happen? You see, it's a lesson in that. Because a lot of people you draw in your life a reflection of your stinking thinking.
And what you put it.
You-
Out.
Yeah,
What
we
you put out.
when we go to the law of attraction.
Right.
You see, so now, how do you prepare food for a man's heart? That's why I need to come to New Bay classes. See, I have a cooking class that I'm marketing that teaches you how to cook for the soul. And I'm gonna tell you right now, you will not touch a pot or a pan or a spatula in this class. That's the last thing. Because all energy is eternal. It cannot be created. It cannot be destroyed. It is constantly perpetual. So you learning about real talk, when you learning how to cook for the soul, when you learn how to make food that goes to a man's heart, you learn about involution and evolution. You learn about energy coming into the manifest and how it evolves to higher levels of spirit life. See, that's real cooking right there. That's real. And real talk, that's part of Ayurveda in traditional Chinese medicine for those who really know it and practice it, like myself. Not just people who dibble dabble here in America, still live a Western world lifestyle. You can't do both of those. You can't practice Ayurveda medicine and still live a Western world lifestyle. Ding, 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 ding. Message. One more time. All right. You cannot practice. You can't be a practitioner of these things and you still live contrary lifestyle that goes against what these things teach us. There's no way. There's no way. Now we talked about the level of communicating from a physical point of view. Now we last week's show. Then we talked about last 2 weeks children falsely identifying love and affection, and this perception that gets them in trouble with this false understanding of love and affection carries over to their adulthood. Now, why people are so confused about what the first love is? Huh? Now, I'm gonna keep it real, man. People thought they had their first love, and these people I personally been involved with until they met me. All right, they think their first love is who they first had sex with. Now this generation coming up, they don't think that. They just trying to keep up with cable. All right, and what they see on BT, MTV, and the Boondock stuff like that. All right, and Sex in the City stuff like that. But like people born from before 80 on back, I would say 75 on back, they identify their first love with the first person they had sex with. Because they thought, because this orgasm was a powerful sensation to them at the time.
Oh, and it also says this on How to Make Love, the 5 easy steps that we had talked about.
All right. Oh, yeah, before you get into that, let me say this.
Go ahead.
They thought so. They said, oh, God, what was that? I love him.
They had that spark.
Because I'm going to tell you,
had that
man,
rush,
do you know real talk? Sexuality. Now, people ask me, what the holistic sex symbol mean? All right, and I'm just gonna say a little bit.
Oh, go ahead.
Just because it goes with what we talking about. When you put holistic in front of sex, you done change your physical perception of what sex is. All right. First of all, when two people come together that way, let's look at what really happens. All of us has a body in here. We are not the body, but we have a body.
Right.
Where the body come from? How was this body produced? When two spirits that have a body went into this act called sex, right?
Right.
Now, so so we all spiritual beings right now looking at each other in this room,
Right.
but we see the outer part. Unless your level of awareness is higher, then you can see the true person.
Right.
So, real talk, you two, a man and woman, pull a spirit from the highest plane of spirit life and down to the lowest plane of spirit life. So this manifests. That's how powerful. That's how powerful. I know what I'm doing. We need some sound effects right here. All right. You see what I'm saying? You see where I'm going with this?
Yeah.
That's how powerful this is, man. And because we don't know this power, we abuse it. And see, the making of a slave formula teaches this. It says focus on the female and her offspring.
Right.
Because she has become an assembly line for making slaves, not producing obedient children of God. All right? So that's how powerful this force is. And it's like putting a gun in somebody's hand who don't understand the responsibility and don't know how to control this. Oh, in other words, let me put it like this. This is from a spiritual lesson on the Lord self called weakness. It says the best thing in a fool's hand may turn to his tool of destruction. But out of the worst, the wise will find the means to do good. You see. All right. So I'm gonna say that one more time. The best thing in the fool's hand may be turned into his tool of destruction. But out of the worst, the wise will find the means to do good. In any situation, the wise can come up out of anything. It can come out of any hell state and turn it heaven around them. You see. So so if I'm engaging, which most young people do, and don't understand spirituality, I'm engaging in this powerful spiritual force where we intertwine and having sensation, which come from the plane of soul. It don't come from the body. All sensation come from the soul. That's why you can have wet dreams. That's why you could be crippled here on the physical, but you walking and swimming on the soul plane when you dreaming.
So speaking of that,
So wait a minute.
Go ahead.
So why is it how you have these sensations? You could be balled up in the chair, but in your dream you getting off,
right?
and you wake up. Then that sensation manifested.
Right.
Why you sweating when you wake up?
Why you want?
Huh?
Right.
Why if you fighting in what you've been taught to be a dream? Why you wake up swinging? Where no people go when you wake up?
Right.
Where they at?
Why your heart racing? Right.
Yeah.
Heart racing.
See, man, this too heavy for carnal men right here, and I ain't even went there yet. That's why next week I'm digging in deep. So this for people who think from the physical. That's what this night is about. We kind of breaking it down. Yeah, they gotta raise their thoughts. They gotta exercise their thoughts.
Right.
They gotta go into the workshop of the mind where things are made of thought, where we build up character. So now this orgasm. Now what was you gonna say before I break this down?
Oh well, that was the fourth thing that they.
Oh,
said.
let me hear what they got to say.
Well,
Then
it said
we
take
gonna
it further. That's the fourth thing. Say take it further. Continue. Basically they're saying that the next step is into foreplay. That would be the final step of proper love making, which leads to orgasm or stimulation, devil's pleasure, and make love for several hours.
This is why Brother Carl brought up the divorce rate.
Yeah.
This crap right here.
Yes.
All right.
Now they talk about foreplay.
All right.
Okay, so
Now,
I'm all for that, but still.
so foreplay.
No.
So foreplay is preparation stage.
Yes.
So you always hearing me say this. This is what my mother used to make me say and recite. I can't even write words yet. Chance is a preparation in everything, and chance favors the prepared mind.
Right.
So, how can you prepare for something you have no knowledge of?
Message.
How your foreplay gonna be on point since America like using these words and these so-called overpaid psychiatrists who don't know diddly and they life be a hot mess on top of that. How All right. So how if I don't still don't know what health is? You know, you can't separate health and love, and you can't separate health and love from spirituality. Love is God, and God is law and order. So, everything you can say about love is a virtues. It's a moral. It's the highest up moral standard and principle. Now, so what the hell is thug love?
One thug.
Do you know?
Love. I don't know. I don't know.
All right.
Yeah, love, but we're gonna have to go to a commercial break. So
This is a great segment.
All right. So we gonna hold me to that. I'm about to dig in when we come back. Once again, I'm your host, Mikhail Nube.
Co-host Don Blake Jr.
And we talking about what does it mean to make love, and what is love and affection, and how it benefits you, and when you don't have it, how it depletes your life force. Peace.
Y'all gotta get ready.
If you don't stop watching the Boondocks, dude. What the heck is Thug and Love? I don't need you to break that down.
No, this way before the Boondocks. I'm going back to Tupac on this.
Thug and Love? Oh my God.
The love.
Oh.
The love.
Okay, Thug Love. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not Thug and Love.
I ain't never heard of that.
That was on the Boondocks.
Even Bone Thug Harmony and Tupac, you heard that song, right?
No.
Well, you ain't heard that song they did? What's the name of that song they did? It's called Thug Love.
Yeah,
You ain't never heard Bone Thugs Harmony and
My
Tupac?
rugged thugs bone? No.
Have I heard of or have I heard
The song they made.
What?
No, Tupac just did Thug Love.
Yeah, two. Hold on. Let me see right
Yeah,
now.
well, Mom, you know it's both Thug and Harmony.
That's on their second album. What's that called? Peace and War?
War and Peace.
Yeah, it's on that album.
No, I'm sorry. No, that was Ice Cube. Art of War. That's theirs.
Thug
Okay.
Love featuring Tupac, but
Yeah, it's
Bone
called Thug
Thugs.
Love.
Yeah.
That was
Bone Thugs and Harmony.
But
featuring
Tupac say that a
Great
lot.
record. Yeah, that's a nice
Tupac say Thug Love a lot.
So what's going on with Thug Love? T as in. H as in. Holistic. Typical holistic universe. God.
Hey, what Ray say? He said, "No, I'm gonna tell you about holistic. It was the holes down the street." Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. If I did care.
Somebody's watching.
Ooh yeah, ooh yeah.
Waited for this moment, girl,
Jojo,
to be by your side.
come and talk to me.
My best friend told me that you got teardrops in your eyes. That is home. That is home.
No, you taking him. That's your main Jackson, right?
No, that's Temptation, right?
Daddy's home.
That's Temptation, right?
I thought that was your main Jackson.
Oh, no.
Maybe he did.
Nah. Oh.
Or do the slide out.
Mm.
Let me kind of do the slide out right quick.
Oh. What's that?
No, do the slide out on Ustream.
You said do the what?
Slide out.
Oh.
Like, woo. Hold on, go ahead.
So we ready to come back from commercial, man. we gotta come back from commercial, man.
Yes, we are back. This is Mikhail Nube, your host.
This is co-host Don Blake Jr.
Welcome back to the Synergy of Life Holistic Health and Wellness Radio Show.
Yeah.
The show If you seeking to hear the truth, hey, tune in
Right, this
every
is it.
Thursday
We
from
having
8 to
fun.
10.
Yeah, we having fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hit them with the phone number in case they got the courage to call tonight.
Oh, no problem. It's 914-338-0665. You know I was doing was it the Temptations I was just doing?
No, I don't know who. So
Daddy
many
Home.
people made that song.
Daddy's Home.
Yeah.
Y'all want to hear me sing it?
Wait till the end of the show.
Yeah, cool.
So we keep on listening. And our sponsorship. So before I left, we breaking down what love is, and so how you gonna put thug with love? Right. So for all you younger generation, see, first of all, I'm gonna let y'all know my position in hip hop. You talking to a real live, walking archive hip hop practitioner.
Okay.
And a lot of people, talk all you so-called wannabe Tupac fans who don't really listen to anything positive he do say, even though it's contradicted by, his wild lifestyle. But a lot of people don't know what thug life means. It's actually an acronym. The THUGLIFE. Listen, I'm going to say this a couple of times. I'm going to keep it moving. T, thug, THUG, the hate you gave, life, little infants everywhere. That's what thug life means. Yeah. Now that I told you that, you got to go back and listen to Tupac songs all over again.
Repeat that one more time.
The hate you gave, little infants everywhere. That's what thug life means. And people misunderstand Tupac's message because of his lifestyle. Right. So you miss what he's saying when he say thug. But what he said, the hate you gave little infants everywhere, he talking about the female. Because you can't get two in on the planet without the woman. And he knows, with some of the teachings he was brought coming up before he became this thug symbol, as people look at him like. He learned how it's important for the woman to know thyself. Because how do you breed hate? Through the womb. How do you breed love? Through the womb of a woman. The womb is a mind too, that programs or deprograms. We back to the making of a slave. People, if you ain't never read The Making of a Slave, you need to Google the Willie Lynch, The Making of a Slave. Willie Lynch is not actual person, like a lot of people think he is. Willie Lynch is a code for a collective body of slave owners and slave masters. All right, so anyway, this formula teaches you how to make a slave. How they made slaves out of the so-called black colored Negro. And everything in this formula is to precision. You still see people that's known as the so-called black colored Negro acting out this behavior pattern in this formula to this day. And it breaks down the whole formula. And the key in the whole formula is the woman and her offspring. How she was made to be in this frozen, independent state. That's why you find women, when you read this, you're going to say, look at this. You're going to find women saying the same thing you see in this formula today. I don't need nobody.
Right.
But Jesus. All right. That's the only man I need.
I'm independent.
But
Man, first of all, I don't.
But when love becomes made manifest in your face, you acting the fool with what you call Jesus.
Right.
But anyway,
Look,
now,
before you piss somebody off.
hey, they already pissed off. They American, you forgot? So
Hey, what's going on with the female talking about they independent? What's up with that?
they
I
don't
hate
know.
that word.
Oh, really? You independent with mental and emotional toxic patterns? You codependent.
Right.
You ain't
I
independent.
hate that.
When you independent, that means you are free of disease and illness. When you independent, that means you ain't looking for toxic person, places, and things to fulfill your spiritual voids in life no more. Mm-hmm. You see, and I can keep on going down the list. All right, but we already talked about this stuff on the show. So, yeah, that's why it's quiet out there. Keep it quiet. Unless you got something good to say. I don't see when fools despise instruction, wisdom, understanding. They don't need to be talking anyway. They need to humble themselves. Silence, 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 punk. So,
Dragonfly Joe.
Dragonfly, right? Dragonfly.
so now let's finish off on this orgasm thing.
Yes.
So, orgasm is a manifest. It is a sensation that manifested in the body. But where do it come from? Just like depression, just like diabetes, just like joy is expressed through on a cellular DNA level. But where it come from? Where? Because when people come from a depressed way or sadness way of living, and now they happy and they joyful, they got new circle of people. Like, okay, where was all that before? Where did it come from? You live in the same address, you walk the same streets, but your shopping changed different because you got a new mindset. But all these things always been here around, it's been accessible to you physically, but not mentally, emotionally, it wasn't accessible to you.
Right.
So how is it now versus then? You see, just like the show we talked about, just because you're single don't make you available.
Right.
If you ain't available spiritually on a soul, mental, emotional level, you ain't available. Just because you can check mark application say single don't make you available for a healthy relationship.
Right.
You see, so where do this orgasm come from that you feel? Because this feeling is physical. But where it come from?
So?
Now, remember I mentioned, remember the body is only a manifest of the soul. The soul is only the ethers of the spirit plane vibrating not so fast. It's a lower frequency, but it's higher than the physical body. See, anything that's matter or take form is the densest form of spirit life. So when spirit comes on into the body, that is involution. When it elevates and shake off the crumbled shackles of this mortal life, that's evolution. So now let's take that to another level. All you ladies out there who always talking about I want a man to love me. All I need is a good man. Oh.
I hate my pillow.
And the brothers, brothers too. Yeah, I said the brothers too. Y'all hush it.
Right.
Silence. You got to get involved with yourself before you can evolve with somebody else. Do you understand that? Hit them with the remix. You got to get involved with yourself before you can evolve with somebody else. Before you can have a fulfilling relationship, you better be fulfilled within on your own. Don't expect somebody else to fulfill your nonsense. Huh? I didn't go through this in high school. You think I'm about to go through this right now?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
This is crazy. Man, listen, man.
I'm still. Go ahead.
So,
go ahead.
So, this is why many women, young, and they carry this over into their adult life. They think their first love is from somebody that caused them to have this physical sensation, not even knowing where the sensation really comes from. All right, so that's for people who think from a carnal, physical point of view. So when they meet somebody, when a person who thinks strictly in the flesh, they think love is everything that deal with this level of flesh. Now, when they meet somebody who has elevated themselves beyond that fleshly thinking or outlook on the world, there's some conflict. Here come the conflict. Relationships is not hard. It all comes down to somebody is not ready and somebody is BSing.
Right.
That's what it comes down to. It is not hard. What is hard about something as beautiful as love? Tell me that.
A lot of people don't understand
Something
the
so
word.
vast and it's so many components of love, it will overtake you. Like Mel Gibson said, love give you wings, make you want to fly. What's hard about that?
Love will also give you inspiration.
Man, I mean, and one thing inspired me is divinely influenced. What is hard about love? I tell you what's hard about love. You got people who don't give a darn about it. You got people who want to benefit from her wealth, but they ain't ready to submit to it.
Right.
That's the problem.
Right.
They don't want to reciprocate love,
Right.
but they want it. The do as I say, not as I do people, they want a part of this.
They want the title. Can I say that?
Yeah, that's vanity,
They
brother.
want that
I don't
title.
want no title. I want the love.
Right. I'm getting married in spirit, yo. No, you don't get no ring. You don't get no ceremony. No.
So here's the keys New Bay gonna give you tonight.
Go ahead.
Next week, you better have some. No, for real. Next week, you better have some recorders. Even though this show is recorded, but you better take it. You better have an extra recorder. All right. You better have a notebook.
Better listen to the
You better have an etymology dictionary.
Right.
You better have all the cycle. You better have some of everything that's around with me. I'm gonna tell you.
Right.
Next week, I'm going in.
SOL 101.
I'm going in. We having an inner self surgery next week. All right.
And you the doctor, huh?
All right. Now I ain't supposed to say that word surgery as a holistic health practitioner because of the copyright laws. But I'm speaking from a ministry point of view right now. That's my waiver. All right. So next week, now before we can get into learning how to make love, you need to establish what love is before you start talking about making any damn thing. Now, that's my one. I ain't said it in about a week and a half.
Now we go on to the last one, the 5 easy steps, and it says how good you are in bed.
Man, I tell you what, you are good as in bed as you are in the workshop of your mind. You are as good as in bed as you is disciplined in your mental and emotional state.
Right.
And I keep going on and on because soon as somebody come, and I'm gonna say this to the brothers first. As soon as a man comes, who is beyond that physical, and this woman only communicating and that man only communicating from a physical level. Soon as somebody come who communicate, we all spiritual beings.
Right.
A lot of people here in America are not being fed spiritually. That's why they dying. That's why they sick. When you disconnect from the source, you're supposed to be sick. You're supposed to be a hot mess. So when somebody come and start feeding this person of their true essence, that good in bed ain't so good no more. That's where that pillow come out.
From Walmart.
That's where the pajamas. Wait a minute, you don't sleep with your pajamas on?
Right.
That's where. Hey, what's that movie? Why Did We Get Married? Remember the couple with Tyler Perry? He was married.
Yeah, with the one lady.
Yeah, and they wasn't having sexual relations. But she sure is getting dressed the next day, wasn't she?
Right.
And wearing sexy panties out the house.
And heels too? Was it heels?
Now you know.
Now I know you. Somebody come out your house with some heels, and you go, where you going?
No, not necessarily, but I might send them out like that. We might be acting out a script or something, so you never know with me. But anyway.
Like foreplay. Oh, that like going back to the fourth thing.
Yeah. But real talk, if you come in with this tricks in the bed stuff.
See, listen.
All right, and that's all you got. You done in this age of Aquarius you done in this age of enlightenment.
Some of that stuff be painful.
Because when same thing for y'all women when it come to these brothers the brothers tired. The brothers tired of you trying to deplete their life force.
Right. Let me ask you something.
Because you got an emotional chemical codependency. And we gonna sleep our problems away. How many women try to sleep with men when they know they wrong? And I'm just give him something. He gonna be all right. Huh? No, that's real.
That is real.
Huh? And I'm gonna tell you what's crazy. You can't come at me like that. You can't come at Dubé with that.
Cause that's all they can
Man, look, man.
do. That's all
I deflate these women's ego, brother. Cause they don't want to hear about you cook for me, clean. I do all that already. See, what you gonna come at New Bay with? You got to come at me from Cerebo.
Right.
You got to come in with that Xavier X-Men.
Right.
Huh?
Wow.
You can, see, I'm gonna tell you real talk. A lot of sisters intimidated by me. They feel inadequate around me because they on that physical level of thinking. They can't come at me with what they come at these carnal men with.
So,
Mm-hmm.
so you would be a
And I'm real simple, but I'm simple on the high level.
right.
I'm still on the high level, but I'm simple,
So let me ask you
and
this.
I'm very
Now
approachable.
let me ask you this. Now why do let's say for example, okay, females that do or guys that do experience that level of their significant other or the person.
What level? Just the physical
No,
level?
not
for
the
me?
level, but I'm talking about like the level that you on right now.
Uh-huh.
Like I'm speaking from a higher.
Well, so when you say they experience, what you ask?
Like and then they mess up with that. They mess up that.
They mess up their opportunity
Yeah, they mess up
to.
their opportunity
to-
overnight.
to-
So
to-
they
to-
try to like come back and all that other stuff overnight. Like
See, let me tell you something. They don't have to try to come back if they come correct. That's the only way they could come back.
but they gonna still try to come back.
And
Doing
try
the
to
physical. They're still gonna be trying to.
Oh, you mean try to come back with that?
with the physical though.
It don't never work, bruh. That's why I'll
So
put.
that-
That's why I'll
So
set the
then they
application. All right. All right.
So then that's why they get like some of them will get frustrated. Some of them will probably get
They
like,
frustrated.
Because
Frustration already existed
Big-
before me.
True.
See,
True.
and see, I'm gonna tell you, this is where I go back to saying they get caught up in the feel good of Mikael, but they ain't ready for responsibility, accountability coming. They thought being with me was gonna make all these problems go away. I ain't got to get right now. They
Right.
thought they was gonna be the Lord self that's rich in promises but poor in blessings. Peace. Go back to what I said earlier in the show about reciprocation.
Right.
You can't reciprocate. There's no fulfilling relationship. You want all this stuff in the woman. As a man, you got to be what you want. Same thing with women. You want all what you want in a man. You better be that yourself so you can reciprocate it.
Right.
Because that's why I said when I was 8, I've been preparing since then to be the husband I need to be for my wife.
Right.
You don't get married then talking about I need to learn. You don't get in your 20s and 30s talking about who I am, what I'm supposed to be doing in my life. You supposed to be working on that in your childhood.
Right.
Childhood is where you create your adulthood. Childhood, your playtime is your time you create yourself. So when you get in your 20s and 30s and 40s and so on, now you can play. Because you done accomplished yourself and your purpose and your calling in this lifetime.
Right.
We got people walking around 40 and 50 still talking about, who am I?
Oh wow.
What you been doing all this darn time on this earth plane? What you been doing that you asking this in your 50s?
Right. And especially if they
Man.
being with people that they know that they can't grow from.
This is another thing. I'm saying this to all the ladies. This is your brother talking to you. Listen. You know, and this is a principle that's taught in the anonymous groups. This is real. This is real on a cellular and DNA level. You know how many women in their 20, 30, 40, 50, 60s, 70s who have stunted their growth and development for being around toxic people all their lives. And when you use drugs, if you start using at 17 or 12, you stop using at 29, 35. At the age of 29, 35, you still have the emotional and mental capacity of that 12-year-old or that 17-year-old.
Right.
That's real. On the cellular DNA level. It's the same thing with the emotional dependency. It's the same thing. You still That's why you got a lot of documentaries. You hear a lot of men say, I'm still dealing with going through stuff with my wife from her childhood.
Right, right.
Because her growth and development has been stunted. And they have the same behavior patterns that people on drugs do. Because that pattern don't come from drug usage. It comes from them toxic mental emotional patterns. And how many men or women say this? I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna say this. My girls know me. They know I keep it real. This one of my daughters. Now, my girls been with me. I delivered this daughter I'm about to tell you about. I pulled her right out of her mother womb. Y'all know this Malika.
Okay.
I cut the cord and pulled her right out. She been with me all the way to the last. She be 21 this year. So she been with me all the way to her teenage years. She went around her toxic biological mother. All right. So when you go in a certain household, you take on the dynamics of that household.
Right, right.
You can be free. You could be historically biological on the gene level. Your whole bloodline, mother and father side of the family, for example, free of cancer, diabetes, all that. But you go in a household with that energy, you can get it.
Right, right.
So this is what happened to her. You know, she started taking on the same mental emotional patterns that don't even belong to her because of the way she been brought up by me. And now she used to get mad. She got mad one day when I said, you talk just like your mother now. What you ain't gonna do this and that. But I tell you what, you don't get back to the blueprint. You already on that, your foot on that path. I ain't. She got mad. I ain't gonna be like her mother. I said, let me tell you something. This is what your mother said. I told your mother before you was born, we ain't know you was gonna be a boy or girl. When she started telling me all the stuff that was going on with her dad, her stepdad, and her mother, I said, I'll tell you what. I said, when we have children, whether it's a boy or girl, if you act like that, I'm taking the children, I'm gone. And that's what I sure did. I did what I said I was gonna do. Until this day, the same reason why I left her, she's still that same person 20 plus years worse magnified.
That's wild.
You see,
Like
what I'm saying is, now my daughter got a daughter. All right. So what's she gonna do? I said, you talking all this talk, you got all this mouth. What you gonna do? But you in the same position your mother was in with you when you was born.
So that cycle going pretty much keep
And
going.
this, yeah. And they mother act just like her father. That wrong her.
Hold on, her who?
My girl's mother's father,
Uh-huh.
my girl's mother act just like the father and the stepfather that violated her.
Wow.
And the mother, all combined.
So yeah.
So I say all this to say that when you are around this type of people, your growth and development has been hindered. On the DNA and cellular level, you have prepared yourself on a cellular level to start degenerating. And depending on your mental, emotional, toxic pattern is going to determine what type of illness you get in your life.
Right.
Why is fibromyalgia on an all-time rise? Why uterine fibroids? And these things I'm mentioning is issues that deal with the reproductive system. We talking about sex. Okay, so every organ system has a mental and emotional component, has mental emotional attributes. And when a woman go through this, starting in her childhood, she is affecting her ability to function on a biological level, on the emotional level, on a physiological level, on a psychological level, and on the physical level, on all levels. Because there's synergy. Everything in the universe works upon the principle of synergy. Even negativity works on synergy. So, misery is not independent. Misery demands company.
Right.
All right? So, And you have, now we talking about what's the benefits of love and affection.
Right.
Well, look how many men, women too. Look how many women that's decent brothers. Look how many good women out here with the wrong men. And with these people who don't want to change and let go of these negative patterns in their life.
Right.
See, the problem is not the problem itself. The problem really is when a person don't want to change for the better.
Right.
Anybody can redeem themselves from any fallen stages in life. But when you don't want to do that, that's the problem.
Right.
That's when
That's a major problem.
that's when you want to not only that person want to stay in the graveyard of carnal men, they want you to stay there too. You ain't about to be happy. I ain't happy.
Right.
That's what that come down to.
Right.
Look how many, man, vanity is beyond them all, out of all vices. Look how many people say, if I die, you better not get married.
Right.
You better not be with nobody. Better not give up my stuff. And that's a spiritual lesson. That's in the instability of man. It said the grave is not deep enough to hide the solicitude of his bones. Even after he's gone, he still wants this woman to worship him.
Right. And vice versa.
Look how many people hurt themselves for negative attention.
Right.
You see, so, hey, listen.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. What you gonna say?
Like they will be like, like if somebody is sick, like physically sick, and they have like they could come to you, and you have like all the tools to make them feel better, but then they don't want to change.
Well, they want some attention, temporary. But in order to be happy, one must be permanently in what makes them happy.
Right.
You see, so a lot of people don't want happiness. See, it's in the lesson misery. It says this: grief is natural to thee, and always about thee.
Right.
Pleasure and joy is a friend and visit thee at times. So, hey, sometimes, misery want a little taste of heaven, but they not gonna change. They know they got to change and give up all this American life. And they ain't about to do that. So that we gonna wrap it up for the night. Thank you for tuning in with us. Our show is sponsored by Ultimate Body Transformers, the gym that provides a holistic atmosphere, specializing in holistic health and wellness seminars, large and small group classes for adult and children, and personal training. Visit us at ultimatebodyfitness.one.
You can follow us on Twitter.
ultimatebody1fitness.com.
You can follow us on Twitter at SynergyOfLife07. Go like our Facebook page at facebook.com/SynergyOfLife. You can also email us at synergyoflife7@gmail.com. You can find out more about Synergy of Life and other shows that's on Who Has the Power Radio Network by going to www.whohasthepowershow.com. And you can also check up on the archives.
So get at us next week. We're going to dig into this next week.
Part 2.
I'm your host, Mikhail Nube.
Don Blake Jr.
We got Brother Carl, a.k.a. No Gimmicks, the man that represents self-empowerment. Yo, we on Who Has the Power Radio Network. We got another guest in the house, but she's anonymous. Anonymous. All right. Yo, we out. Peace. Marinate. Reflect.